This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Give to the single back. Shakes off the tackler. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we faced. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences.
He's going to let it go. And it's caught inside the 25. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Going to the run, it's Wilson. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jason.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. It's complete to the right. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Handoff to the single back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Here's the pass, intercepted. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Still on his feet at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game. They've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Now the pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Davis looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Gators sending the offense back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because...
And it's lobbed into the air, and that one's going to be picked off.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
The offense set for a 1st down play.
Timeout, Michigan.
On the double. Now 55 weak.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
That's the end of the 1st quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Lasso. Black 24. Black 24.
Quarterback checking the play. Davis will throw. Fires on the move. Pulls it in. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Cut.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback keeps it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards. 3rd and goal.
Cut it. Belly stunner.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
And the offense tries to slip in the screen. That's a good play on 3rd and short if you can get them aggressive and a defense aggressive, but the defense sniffed it out, shut that play down before it even started.
4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they stop the 4th down pass. The defense gets off the field.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry up.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on fourth and goal, they'll try to regroup.
Yeah, and I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Offense gets set for second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Stewart. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Davis looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Wolverines!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Now on second down. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Finding an escape route. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's looking to throw it. Wiggles free. Buys a little time with his feet. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box as he moved the throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And that last incompletion leaves this offense facing a third down. To the air, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Stewart. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run the option. The pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. On second down, he'll fire. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in third and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Michigan 14, Florida 7.
And the Gators will boot it away to start the second half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Davis will throw. Finds his back in the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wide out in motion. Trying to beat them to the edge with the jet sweep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, the offense stars those plays where they want to get their playmakers the ball, and the defense understands it as well. I got to know when that guy comes in motion, he's a legit threat. They did, and you could tell they pulled the trigger and went and made a nice play.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's a really good play by the defense, playing deep to shallow. My job is to stay as deep as the deepest. Make sure I don't get beat deep. If they throw it underneath, I go make a tackle and rally, but I can't give up those deep shots. Great job by the DB.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he holds it in at the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Wolverines are marching down the field.
42 Spider.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellows, big update in a top 5 game today. Penn State is ahead early in Happy Valley, but that's not exactly Saquon out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Georgia. We will circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game,
He's got it on the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
that's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. scanning the field. It's Blackway. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
After the misfire, now on second down. Looking to throw it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Unloads it left. He makes the catch. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The Gators will move the sticks.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown Gators! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around.
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Michigan. In other stores around the country, Slippery Road 49, Gannon University 24.
Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Michigan 21, Florida 13.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
3:25.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Fast motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And the Wolverines have it with a first and 10.
29 Philly.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14.
Cricket.
They want that clock to run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach, because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Makes the grab down the left side. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Wilson on the carry. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground game on the left. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And this is a significant moment for this offense. Down 8, 1st and goal, needing a touchdown and a 2 to tie. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
But listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And you got half your work done now. Great execution, getting the score, but now we got to go for 2. Under 2 minutes left in the game. We don't know if we're going to get the football back. We get our 2-point play ready, and we roll with it.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. He'll set up to throw. He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big 1st down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Davis looking to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The ball is spotted at the 29-yard line. That'll make it a 46-yard field goal attempt for the lead. It is perfect. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. They get to him as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for 1 more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazy.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, throwing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, Dave, and that's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.